Hello students, welcome back. I'm here again for chapter number 8, standard 6, subject science. As in the last part, we have studied the body movements. So we have studied that our skeleton, human body skeleton, is covered by flesh and skin and all other materials. So each and every movement of our body, human body, is based on the joints which we have studied earlier in the first part. So which are the main joints are there? There are 4 main joints which we have studied, not in detail, but a rough summary. The first one is ball and socket joints, pivotal, hinge joints and fixed joints. So what are ball and socket joints? The word term as indicates that ball and socket, the ball is involved in a socket and they are joined and they can move the whole. And the second one is pivotal joint, which is the main joint of our human body, that is on the neck. Third one is hinge joints. It is, as the term indicates, hinge, it's just to and fro. It is called as hinge joint. The fixed joints which do not move. So there are 2 types of bones. The hard substance, which cannot be bent, is bones, and the soft bone, which can be bent, is called as cartilages. So we have studied that in earlier part. Now we are going to start this new chapter, body movements. Sit absolutely still. Observe the movements taking place in your body. You must be blinking your eyes time to time. As now we are going to study that the movements which we occur in a daily to day life and the time to each and every second passing by, we do each and every movement. Like blinking of eyes is also called as movement. Observe the movements in your body as you breathe. As you breathe, you also observe that when you breathe in, you take in the air and the movement in your body occurs. And when you breathe out, the movement also occurs in your body. So there are so many movements that happen in our bodies. When you are writing in your notebook, which part of the body are you moving? When you write in your notebook, so which part is moving? Hands, fingers, tips, each and every part of your body. On the hand part, it's moving. Or when you turn and look at your friend, जब हम पीछे turn करते हैं, कोई friends के पीछे देखते हैं, so which part is moving? It's the neck part, which is the pivotal joint. You just understand the joints which is there in our body. And the movement which that joint occurs, you will understand the name of the joint also. So when you look back, the which joint is moving? The pivotal joint. Clear? Different parts of your body move while you remain at the same place. In these examples, you also move from one place to another. As we go on walking, running, we move. Our body moves. The movement in our body occurs. But each movement in our body is same as in our skeleton also. So you also move from one place to another. You get up and go to your teacher or go to school compound. So whichever movement you do, it occurs due to joints. Or go home after school. You walk, run, skip, jump and move from place to place. So let us see how animals from place to place by filling up table 8.1. As we are studying about the body movements in human body in the part, and the second part, the last part of this chapter is about the animal movement also. After discussing with your friends, teachers and parents. So the table is given over here in page number 66. How do animals move from place to place? In this table, name of the animal is given in the first row, second row, body part used for moving from place to place, and in the third row, how does the animal move? So the first animal is cow. The body part due to which the animal moves is legs. So what are the movement animals move? It's walking. Second is human. Which part human walk? With the legs. It also walk. Third one is snake. The whole body. Snake moves the whole body while moving around. So it is called as slither. It just slips. As the word slither, it indicates that it slips from its place to another place. Fourth one is bird. How can it move? They can move with the help of wings, with the help of legs. So they are fly and they can walk also. Next is insect. Insect also moves with the help of wings from one place to another, and they can fly. Next is fish. They have fins and tails. With the help of fins and tails, they swim. Cockroach, they have legs and wings. They can walk and fly. So walk, run, fly, jump, creep, crawl, slither and swim. These are only a few of the ways in which animals move from one place to another. Why are there so many differences in the way that animals move from one place to another? Why is there such difference in each of other animals? As a human body, we have legs. We can move with the help of legs. But in animals, there are different ways with the help of which they can move. Why is it that many animals walk while snake slither or crawls and a fish swims? So why with the help of fish? Why with fish swims with the help of fins and tails? Why the bird flies with the wings and cockroach walk with the help of legs? So the first part we are going to study about the human body and its movement. So let us look closely at some of our own movements to begin with, before looking at all these varieties of movements in animals. Before looking to the movements of the animals, we will first study our human nature and the movement in our body. Do you enjoy doing physical exercise at school? How do you move your hands and legs while doing different exercises? While doing exercises, how you move your legs and hands. So let us try some of many movements our body is capable of. So bowl an imaginary ball at an imaginary wicket. If you bowl, just we have studied in the last part, if we bowl a ball, so what our movements do? Our hand rotates fully. So the hand rotates fully. So this joint we have, it's the pivotal joint. And with the help of this pivotal joint, our movement in our hands occurs. How did you move your arm? Did you rotate it at the shoulder in a circular movement? Yes. Did your shoulder also move? Lie down and rotate your leg at the hip. Bend your arm at the elbow and leg at the knee. Stretch your arm sideways. You do exercises, move your body parts, and then you will understand it. So this is the pivotal ball and socket joint, pivotal joint, and the leg movement of legs is called as hinge joints, which to and fro it happens. Bend your arm to touch your shoulder with your fingers. Which part of your arm did you bend? Straighten your arm and try to bend it downwards. Are you able to do it? Yes, we can do it. So try to move the various parts of your body and record the movements in table which is given in point 2. So why is it that we are able to move a few parts of our body easily in various directions and some only in one direction? Why are we unable to move some parts at all? We cannot move some part at all. That is called as fixed joint. So table here given is movements in our body. So on the first row given is body part and the movement. So body part, first one is neck. So what it does? Rotates completely? No, it doesn't rotate completely. Rotates partly or turns? Yes. It bends? Yes. It lifts? Yes. It bends also? Yes. It lifts also? Yes. Does not move at all? No. Second one is wrist. Rotates completely? No. Rotates partly? Yes, it rotates partly and it turns around. It bends also and it lifts also and does not move at all. Finger doesn't rotate completely. So a table here given rotates partly, yes, it rotates partly, it bends, it lifts and does not move at all. Knee it doesn't rotate completely. It has a to and fro movement of our knee. So in this way, the whole table is given here. Did you notice that we are able to bend or rotate our body in places where two parts of our body seem to join together? So for any movement, there need to be a joint. So with the help of joint, the movement occurs. As we have studied earlier, that when you see a car, so steering moves around. When you turn your car to the right side, so you have to turn your steering. If you turn your steering, so it moves to the right with the help of the joints. Which are the joints? The rod which is there, and there is a joint between them, and the other joint which is tied to the wheel. So with the help of that joint, you can turn your car. So you can drive your car. With the help of legs, we can move. With the help of our legs, we can run. So the knee, the joint knee is called as hinges joint. It just to and fro. We have studied that when you open a door, so what happens? It just opens and closes. It doesn't open fully, rotates around fully. It opens at a certain degree. So that degree, to and fro movement is called as hinge joints. So like elbow, shoulder or neck, these places are called as joints. Any movement occurs with the help of joints only. So can you name more such joints? If our body has no joints, do you think it would be possible for us to move in any way at all? अगर कोई joint नहीं है हमारे body के अंदर, can we able to move a single thing? As this pen indicates, there is no joint. Can it moves? Can it turns? No. With the help of other thing, it moves around. With its own, it doesn't move. Any animal or any human body which doesn't have joint does not move at all. So what exactly is joined together at these joints? Press your fingers against the top of your head. When you press your fingers against the top of your head, there is a skull there. The skull is there, it's called bone. So this is the hard bone, and it is joined, as we have studied in the part, that the cranium is there. So the joint which are joined together and that part which are fixed is called as fixed joint, and we cannot rotate the skull part. The half part of the hard part of the head we cannot rotate. Press your fingers against the top of your head, face, neck, nose, ear, back of the shoulder, hands and legs, including the fingers and toes. Do you get a feel of something hard pressing against your fingers? Yes, we feel. So that is hard substance called as bones. The hard structure are the bones. Repeat this activity on other parts of your body. So many bones are there in our body. As we would press our fingers towards the nose, press our fingers to the ears. So this is also a hard substance, but it moves around. This is not called as bone. It is a type of bones which are called as cartilages. Cartilages are soft bones which can be bent. Bones cannot be bent. So how do we bend our elbow? It is not one long bone from the upper arm to our wrist. It is different bones joined together at the elbow. As we have studied that while moving a car, while turning a car, so many joints are there. They are being joined with each other. Similarly, there are many bones present in each part of our body. We can bend or move our body only at those points where bones meet. Where joints are there, then only we can move our body part, and from that part only we are moving our body. So with the help of joints, the body moves. With the help of the joints, the body is capable of doing any activity. So there are different types of joints in our body to help us carry out different movements and activities. Let us learn about some of them. So with this, we are going to study about some of the joints. The first one is ball and socket joints, the pivotal joints, hinge joints and fixed joints. So till now we have done our first part. So in the next part, we are going to study a detailed analysis of these four joints. Okay, students? Thank you.